All right. One thing I love about this post office, it's open 24/7 with this machine in the hot lobby. I just scan, put them right inside. We're all done. Now we're heading to Pahrump, Nevada. 280 miles one way.
Welcome back to the Wandering Reseller. I like traveling across California, Nevada, and Arizona, searching for unique treasures at estate sales, thrift stores, and auctions. I also dabble in online auctions to uncover hidden gems from all over the country. This channel is all about the thrill of the hunt, finding those vintage collectibles, rare items, and items that have incredible stories to share. I'm also somebody that struggles with disabilities. Having to write with my voice, comprehend with my ears. So that makes the treasure hunting more interesting. So using AI to expand my geniusness. So sit back. Enjoy today's treasure.
Today I'm making the drive from Orange County, California to Pahrump, Nevada, a small desert town that's packed with unexpected charm. Known for its quirky history, hidden gems, and unique local flavor, Pahrump has a lot more personality than you might expect from a place tucked away in the Nevada desert. I'm excited to explore what makes this offbeat town stand out, from its fascinating past to the curious spots that often get overlooked. First stop of the day, Tecopa. Tucked just south of Shoshone, this quiet desert town is best known for its natural hot springs, which rise from the remnants of ancient Lake Tecopa, a massive Ice Age body of water that once covered the region. These springs are more than just relaxing. They're a connection to the deep geologic and cultural history of the area. Long ago, this region supported one of the largest Native American populations in the entire Death Valley area. The town itself is named after Chief Tecopa, a respected Southern Paiute leader, who is known for his efforts to maintain peace during a time of immense change and upheaval. Though he lived in the Pahrump Valley, his legacy lives on here, giving the town a quiet reverence. There's something stripped back and almost timeless about Tecopa. It's the kind of place that lingers in your mind long after you've left. Peaceful, enduring, and deeply rooted in the land's history.
Whoa, look at that. That's totally cool. That's Tecopa, known for its hot springs, and a really cool lithograph. That's probably the most interesting thing there.
Shoshone Chevron stop and local museum. After leaving Tecopa, I rolled into Shoshone, and like clockwork, my first stop was for gas. Just a heads up, prices at the Chevron station were pushing $6 a gallon. Compare that to Pahrump, where fuel runs about half the price, and it's definitely worth planning ahead if you're watching your budget. That said, the stop wasn't a loss. The gift shop inside the station more than made up for the sticker shock. It's full of surprises. Think striking turquoise jewelry, polished desert minerals, and a well-curated selection of local goodies like jellies, honey, and handmade crafts. It's vibrant, a little quirky, and way more charming than you'd expect from a roadside gas station. Just across the road is the Shoshone Museum, which I couldn't pass up. Housed in a historic 1906 miners' union hall that was relocated to Shoshone in the 1920s, the building has worn many hats over the years, from general store to gas station, and now serves as a compact but fascinating window into the area's past. Inside, you'll find a partial skeleton of a prehistoric mammoth, exhibits on Dublin Gulch, where miners once carved homes directly into the rock artifacts from indigenous tribes and early desert settlers, the story of the Tonopah and Tidewater Railroad, a moving tribute to the women of Death Valley. It's small, but every corner is packed with history. If you're even a little curious about the region, it's absolutely worth the stop. Pahrump Valley Museum. After making it into Pahrump, my first stop was the Pahrump Valley Museum, located at 401 East Basin Avenue. Established in 1991, this museum is dedicated to preserving and sharing the stories that shaped this desert town, from its agricultural roots to the fierce independence that still defines the area today. The exhibits span both indoor and outdoor spaces, offering a well-rounded view of life in the valley over the past century and beyond. Inside, you'll find Native American tools, pottery, and cultural artifacts, items from the town's early settlers, including household goods and documents, ranching and mining gear that shows just how tough desert life could be, a fascinating in-depth exhibit on Yucca Mountain's role in nuclear history, complete with interactive displays. Outside, the museum grounds are just as compelling. They've relocated and preserved historical buildings like a general store or schoolhouse, and even homes constructed from railroad ties, each one giving you a tangible sense of how people lived out here. There's also a cactus garden that shows off the local flora, and a Blue Star Memorial honoring veterans. It's a quiet place, full of respect for the past. No flash, no gimmicks, just honest storytelling. It gives you a clear sense of what this valley is made of, and why it still matters. WorthPoint Finds from Pahrump. Let's talk about some real finds, and how I track them down. When I'm out on the road digging through vintage shops, roadside stands, or local museums, I use a tool called WorthPoint. Think of it as a massive archive and pricing guide for resellers, collectors, and anyone curious about the value of unique items. It shows you what vintage, regional, and collectible pieces have sold for in the past, whether it was last week or 20 years ago. It's especially useful when you're dealing with oddball or hyperlocal stuff, things you won't find on a typical price chart. And yep, I've dropped a link in the description if you want to check it out. It's one of my go-to tools for making sense of what I'm finding along the way. Also, quick shout out. If this channel has helped you out or entertained you on your own journey, thank you. Every like, comment, and view helps keep this whole thing moving. So, what kind of treasures from Pahrump have shown up on WorthPoint? Here's a sampling. Brothel memorabilia chicken ranch decanters from the 1970s, designed by Captain Doug Menus, and drink tokens from Chicken Ranch, and Sherry's Ranch silver strike coins from Sherry's Ranch, minted in .999 silver. Casino Chips Area 51 theme chip from Saddle West, casino vintage paper and menus, brochures and paper ephemera from early Pahrump businesses. These pieces don't just have value, they tell a story. And thanks to tools like WorthPoint, we can trace those stories back through time. Pahrump's Resale. Famous Pahrumps had a few names pop up on WorthPoint over the years. Art Bell, the late-night radio legend behind Coast to Coast AM, lived and broadcasted from here. Signed books, archived radio gear, and collector cassettes have all moved through the Resale world. Paranormal fans still hunt for his original media. Heidi Fleiss, also known as the Hollywood Madam, made headlines in the early 90s for running one of the most notorious prostitution rings in Los Angeles. Her high-profile clients and dramatic trial made her a tabloid fixture for years. After serving time, she left LA and settled in Pahrump, where she opened a laundromat called Dirty Laundry. It was a bit of a tongue-in-cheek nod to her past, but it also became part of her second act, a quieter life in the desert. Old tabloid articles, signed covers, and interviews tied to Heidi have all popped up on WorthPoint. Attic Fanatics, Pahrump's hidden treasure trove. While in Pahrump, I made a stop at Attic Fanatics, a local favorite tucked away at 1270 E Basin Avenue. Open since 2006, this thrift store has earned a solid reputation in the community, and after visiting, it's easy to see why. The place is packed with a wide variety of finds: vintage and antique goods, sports memorabilia, old magazines, kitchenware, records, clocks, jewelry, and a surprisingly good selection of toys and movies. Whether you're a collector, a reseller, or just love the thrill of a good thrift, there's something here for everyone. The owner, Bud, keeps the shop spotless and incredibly well organized. He's known for refreshing the inventory often, usually by buying the contents of storage lockers, which means there's always something new to dig through. He's also open to making deals, especially if you're bundling items, which gives the shop a laid-back, friendly vibe that's easy to appreciate. Operating hours, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Sunday 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you're ever in the area, Attic Fanatics is worth carving out some time for. It's one of those places where the right item always seems to find you.
I think he's not back. Thank you.
Was he,
That one,
is he retiring or is he?
that one, no, we just collected multiple stuff over
Nice.
a couple different units.
Yeah,
That
okay,
one,
okay.
That one, the only reason I'm telling you about this, because I know it's not, those are pictures, right?
Yeah,
But
he has.
we have
Pahrump Estate 411 Auction. To close out the day, I swung by the Pahrump Estate 411 Auction, a fast-moving local auction house where the inventory is as unpredictable as the bidding. From estate furniture and vintage tools to collectibles and offbeat one-offs, this place has a little bit of everything. If you're into live auctions, it's a full-on adrenaline hit. The crowd's lively, the pace is quick, and the finds can be surprisingly solid if you know what you're looking for. After the auction, I made one last stop at a local casino to grab something hot, greasy, and absolutely perfect after a long day of exploring. Sometimes, there's nothing better than comfort food, low lights, and a quiet moment in the car before calling it a night.
They're all different. Nice. Nice load. Look at all these menus. They have no idea what their value. I'll find out for them. And then I got my shipment of coins already. phone got hot, so I couldn't film everything. And I got me a nice little container. Maybe yeah. Oh, not good. Missing one. It's all right. It's part of the business. It's not missing. It's probably tangled up in here. That's the paid in full. All right. Now we gotta go through them. There we go. That's how we do it. Smalls. This is grandmother's collectibles, and there's some of his. Thank you guys for watching. I'll show you this later on. Oh, look at the fog. Oh, I just got back from Pahrump. That was a long drive. About 600 miles today. I got $400. I have $440 gas and everything in. I got a lot of good inventory. But it was 105 degrees, 102 degrees when I left. And I was like, no, I can't sleep in my car. I was going to stay one more day and go to the swap meet. There's just no way. Look at this moon behind that building. That is so cool. That's not the moon, the sun. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so I decided to come home. I just, I didn't go to bed until 2 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up at 5 and left. And now but it was worth it. I got a lot of good inventory for a pretty good rate. We'll see. You know, time will tell. I have to go through it all the next day or two, and I look forward to getting it in my eBay store. Wow, it's really cool. It's been doing this lately, fogging, waking up, and you can't see outside the door at all. But yeah, so I'm almost home safe, and we'll do it tomorrow morning. When I wake up, I'll go through the inventory and complete the video. All right, you guys, thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep hunting, keep flipping, and stay wandering. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned to see what treasures we discover next time.